In the silence of weeks gone by, your name stayed muted until one day, your message lit up my screen, carrying questions and apologies. "There's something I need to know," you said, and the air thickened around me, suspending the weight of your words. "Did you ever feel something when I held your hand?" Your question cut deep, breaking the calm I built, and I froze. Your first words after your apology, and I answered, "No, I didn't feel anything. I thought of you as a friend, someone who simply needed me." Never realizing how the lines blurred between us, I never understood the weight of the silence, never felt the quiet pressure of the moments. Just someone who needed me to stay, to listen, to be there when you were falling apart. But then memories came rushing of that mystic place. I thought you just needed someone to listen, to understand. You were talking, telling me about your struggles, and I listened. Something that friends do. But then you confessed, and it felt like time itself took a breath. You said it quietly, but it lingered in the air like a secret I should have known. "I've liked you for a long time." You laughed, a fragile sound carrying the weight of your heart. Even our friends didn't notice, even you didn't notice. Even the little things I did had hidden meanings. I sat there, stunned. How could I not see it? How could I not know? You went on, "I've always wanted to compliment you for so long, but I was too scared." And in that moment, you told me things I never thought I'd hear. "You're too beautiful. You're too kind for your own good. I know you're kind." But meeting you in person made me realize I'm more attracted to you than I ever thought. But you kept going. "My computer is full of your pictures." You confessed, as if clinging to fragments of me. Was the only way to hold on. I wanted to talk to you until I got bored. You said, but your voice cracked when you said it. "I feel like I've been scammed by you because everything about you seems unreal." But I fell for it anyway. I didn't know how to breathe. I couldn't look at you, but you wouldn't stop. You're so genuine, so pure, so naive, so kind. I tried to shake it off. "I'm not that kind. You're saying nonsense." But you said with a soft smile, "Maybe that's why you're afraid to go out there. Because you attract too many people. That's why I worry for you. You always see the good in people you trust so much. Someone that needs to be protected." I sat there in silence. "Being near you makes me feel at ease," you whispered. And the words hung in the air, heavy with meaning. I saw the sorrow in your gaze, and I didn't know what to do with it, what to do with the tenderness you showed, when it was all so wrong. And you continued, "You make me feel like I'm enough, like I'm needed. You make me feel like I matter." I couldn't bring myself to meet your eyes, afraid of the hurt I might see there. "I promise, even when I'm not here, you will always be enough," I whispered. You looked at me, and the weight of your gaze felt like it might drown me. "Then why does it always feel like I'm not enough for everyone? Why does it feel like I need to do more?" The pain in your voice too raw, too real. "It's the only truth I've known for as long as I can remember." Then you whispered, your voice breaking like a confession you'd held on to for far too long. "You're the only one who's ever made me feel like I'm enough, like I matter, like someone sees me, really sees me, like I'm needed, like I'm important." Your words lingered in the silence between us, raw and unguarded. Your hand clung to mine as if letting go would erase everything you'd just said. As if this moment was the only proof you existed in someone's heart. My heart ached, tightening painfully in my chest. "I wish I knew how to help you," I said, the words breaking apart as soon as they left my lips. "You don't have to do anything," you replied softly, your voice barely a whisper, like a secret meant to be forgotten. "You already did, just by being here." The weight of your words sinking deep, and all I could do was sit there in silence. "Why are you like this? It feels too unreal," you said. I begged you to stop, to pull back from the edge of something dangerous. Please stop, I'm scared. I don't want you to fall for me. But you didn't listen, you didn't let go. Your grip only tightened as if you could anchor us, both in this moment, as if your heart wasn't already falling, fast, reckless, and completely unaware of the pain waiting at the end. It doesn't matter if I did or not, you said. I know what I had to do. After this trip, we won't see each other again. You knew it was wrong. You confessed again. Even if we had met earlier, I still couldn't let myself be with you. I carried too many burdens, you said, and I couldn't understand. Why do this? You with someone waiting for you at home. But still, you confessed. You kept confessing. And I didn't know how to stop you. I know he has done so much for you. As if you were measuring yourself against a shadow I never meant to cast. You looked at me, searching for something I couldn't give. You'll still see me at my wedding, won't you? I said, thinking it would ease the moment. You looked at me, shocked. I can't, you replied. I can't go, because it would be different to only be able to look at you from a distance. And in that moment, I knew you were holding back a world of unspoken feelings. This connection should never have happened. I never asked for it, but somehow you fell for me. So deeply, so hopelessly. On the last day, I felt your desperation, a need to hold on, to make the last moments count, and I couldn't look away from the way you held my hand, how it seemed to mean everything to you. You didn't ask for much, just that last moment, a simple hug. A gesture that seemed so small, but to you it was everything. Thank you, you said. You granted my wish to be held by you. And in your eyes, I saw the weight of what I meant to you. You wanted to stay in that mystic place a little longer, to be with me for just a little while more, but you knew it was already too much to ask. It was a connection we should never have made, a mistake that echoed in silence. We never crossed the line, not with lips that never touched, nor bodies that never tangled, but in the quiet meeting of hands, the warmth that lingered longer than it should. And yet, in every unsaid word, a bond we weren't meant to have, a story we weren't meant to share. Then came the final message you sent. This is the last time I'll talk to you, you said. I'm sorry for everything. Sorry for making you a part of my mistake. Sorry for ruining your peace. And I knew this would be the last. In the silence that followed, weeks passed by, and the silence stretched, thick and suffocating. In the quiet of my thoughts, I felt something stir. Not love, but something nameless, too insistent to ignore. I don't want to explore it, don't want to understand it, but you know what? I lied when I said I didn't feel anything, but it's better this way, to leave it buried, to let it fade. It's not important now. Maybe it was always there, hidden in the spaces we shouldn't have shared, in the words we shouldn't have spoken. Maybe it's better you never know. In the end, we were two souls, tangled in a fleeting connection, a bond too strong to ignore, but too fragile to hold. We were never meant to meet, never meant to feel this way. But in that one moment, in the silence between words, we crossed a line, and it was the last time we would ever speak. But it was better that way. Some feelings are meant to fade. Some truths are too heavy to say, too painful to hold, and some connections are never meant to be. This is my first and last unsent letter to you. It will fade into the silence, one you'll never read, but please know, you've always been enough. Even in those quiet moments when you didn't feel seen,